Seth freaking Rollins, and this is BrettO Live on YouTube.
What is going on, guys? BrettO back with another video. Today we have the weekend review, episode 41. Very anticipated weekend review here today. Starting off with Monday Night Raw again. Before we get into the weekend review setup, never heard of the weekend review setup. We do WWE and WWE action figures. As we review and talk about Raw and SmackDown, we set them up in exactly what happened during the shows. So without further ado, smash a like on this video. And without further ado, let's jump right in. Starting over here was Becky Lynch versus Kairi Sane, or should I say it was kind of Asuka and Kairi Sane versus Becky Lynch. You know, I'm not really the biggest fan of this rivalry at all. There's really, in my opinion, really been no good build-up for this match to Royal Rumble. Of course, they've had build-up, but in my opinion, I don't think it's been too good. All it's been is just Asuka doing that mist into the eye. It's so annoying. But yeah, Kairi Sane, Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch picks up the victory with the disarmor, and then here comes Asuka right into the ring. Boom, kick right on the side of the head, just as you guys see right here. And I was like, dude, this is just getting so old. I cannot wait for this rivalry to be over, hopefully, at the Royal Rumble. Again, Royal Rumble happening tomorrow. Very excited. Will Asuka pick up the victory? I mean, I do not know, but still very hyped for this match at the Royal Rumble, even though the build-up has not been too good. Moving over here, Alistair Black versus some random local competitor. I don't really know why they did this. Maybe just to kind of remind people that Alistair Black's going to be in the Rumble match, which we all knew that. But yeah, Alistair Black versus this local competitor. He dominates him, and it had to have been like 4 seconds. 4 seconds long. Literally, this dude runs after Alistair Black. Ding. Okay, well, here we go. The bell rings. Here he comes running Alistair Black. Boom, Black Mass, 1, 2, 3, over. Absolutely stupid. Moving over. Oh, before we talk about this, it was Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton in a pretty good match. I was enjoying this match. I thought it was pretty good. There was some pretty good hard-hitting stuff. Got boring at some points, of course. But yeah, it was pretty good in the end. But, of course, there was no winner in this match. I mean, they can't have Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton looking bad going into the Royal Rumble. So there was no winner for this match. What I mean by no winner, AJ Styles and the club interfered in this match. They just come running down the apron, they jump right in the ring, and they start beating up on Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. I'm like, wait, what the heck? I don't even think the bell rang to tell that it was a disqualification. I don't even think the bell rang because I think the timekeeper got taken out. That's what happened. But yeah, AJ Styles and the club interfere in this match. Somehow Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre work together to take out the club and get him out of the ring, and then it's Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton left in the ring, and then we sort of see like maybe a friendship happening. Nope. Drew McIntyre looks at Randy Orton. Randy Orton throws the steel chair down that he was using to inflict damage on the club. And then he gains Drew McIntyre, a little trust from Drew McIntyre, and then boom, RKO out of nowhere. Never trust a snake. Randy Orton hit a wicked RKO on Drew McIntyre. And then after the fact, Drew McIntyre was heavy breathing, and he said on a microphone like something about the Royal Rumble. But yes, moving over here, this is crazy. In the beginning of the show, Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens come out. They're like, yeah, what up, Monday Night Messiah? They come down. They're like, we got the Viking Raiders with us. We're going to take you guys out. So the Viking Raiders are getting in on this Monday Night Messiah story. Did not work out too well in their favor. In the end of the night, it was Buddy Murphy and Seth Rollins versus the Viking Raiders for the Raw Tag Team Championships. For whatever reason, it was for the Raw Tag Team Championships. And then Buddy Murphy and Seth Rollins pick up the victory. This was my second favorite match of the night. We're going to get into my favorite match of the night very, very soon. But yeah, Seth Rollins, Buddy Murphy, they win the friggin' Raw Tag titles. And I couldn't believe it. I had my hands on my face. I was like, what? You've got to be kidding. But yeah, Viking Raiders, they weren't the best Raw Tag Team Champions, if I'm being completely honest. Hopefully Buddy Murphy and Seth Rollins could do something pretty interesting with it. Of course, incorporating AOP with it and everything. That's going to be pretty good. But yeah, pretty good match. And of course, brand new Raw Tag Champs. Moving over here, it was Brock Lesnar. And yeah, he was out there with Paul Heyman, just talking like, not a prediction, a spoiler. Yeah, Royal Rumble, a bunch of bullcrap. He's entering at number 1. Yeah, we all know. And then Ricochet comes out. I'm like, oh no, this is not going to end well. Just like with R-Truth, Brock Lesnar makes a fool out of the person that he went with, of course. Boom, low blow to Ricochet, and he just leaves him in the ring, and he's like, I'm not scared of you, and then leaves. So yeah. Oh boy. Moving on. Matt Hardy. Oh, what I thought about that, I forgot. Yeah, I thought it was alright, I guess. I mean, I'm looking forward to Brock Lesnar entering at number 1, but this build-up is trash. Moving over here, it is Erick Rowan versus Matt Hardy. Another just garbage thing, man. Matt Hardy is getting buried for no reason whatsoever. I have no idea why, but yes, Erick Rowan buried Matt Hardy yet again, I feel like, in this match. And Erick Rowan also got bit by whatever's in the cage. Yeah, obviously not real bitten. Of course, he just put his hand in something red, and then, yeah. So yeah, that was pretty trash, and Erick Rowan obviously picked up the victory over Matt Hardy for whatever reason. I don't know why Matt Hardy is getting buried, but yes, okay. Moving on, favorite match of the night, Andrade versus Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship that was hanging high above the ring in a ladder match. Somehow, these ladders got set up like this. Rey Mysterio going for the title. Selena Vega in the way, blocking Rey Mysterio. Of course, because Selena Vega always friggin' cheats to help Andrade win, which is so bullcrap. And then Andrade runs up the ladder, boom, DDT to Rey Mysterio through the ladder, which was pretty wicked. I thought that was pretty cool. And then another highlight of the match, Rey Mysterio was hanging on to the metal bars up here, and then he came down, nearly broke his neck on the mat. So yeah, this match was hard-hitting. It was awesome. And then in the end, Andrade did pick up the victory, obviously with a ton of help from Selena Vega. It was an amazing match, though. Do not get me wrong. Andrade did have a good match. But yes, guys, that was the Monday Night Raw side of the Week in Review, episode 41. Now we're going to get into SmackDown. Alright guys, continuing with this Week in Review video, we're going to hop right into SmackDown, starting over here. Kofi Kingston versus John Morrison. I'm like, oh, another John Morrison match. This is going to be amazing. It was pretty good, do not get me wrong, but last week John Morrison did go up against Big E, and I thought that match was better than this. And I saw Kofi come out, and I'm like, who's he going? I'm like, oh my gosh, he's going up against Morrison? This match is going to be amazing. It's going to steal the show. But no, Big E's match against Morrison last week I thought was better. Don't get me wrong, this match was good. In the end, Morrison did pick up the victory with a little help from The Miz, little distraction from The Miz. He did pick up the victory. He pinned Kofi Kingston, and he pinned Big E last week. So yeah, he's beaten like almost the entire New Day, besides Xavier Woods, who was injured. But yes, very cool. Again, good match. But yeah, not as good as Big E versus Morrison last week, but still very cool. Moving over here, okay, this was the stupidest thing ever. Okay, Lacey Evans comes out on the stage. She's talking about bullies, Sasha Banks and Bayley, how they're bullies and everything. And then Bayley comes out, attacks Lacey Evans. This fight goes all the way backstage. They get into the next match now. They forget this happened here for a second. They get into the next match. Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. And I'm like, okay, here we go. 2-on-2 tag team match. These guys take like 8 minutes to enter. I'm like, okay, we're going to see these two tag teams go up against each other. I'm like, oh, all right. And then literally, bell rings. Here we go. It's about to go down. About 3 seconds in, Bayley and Lacey Evans run down the apron because the fight is still going on. They hop in the ring, and then they just, ring the bell. It was so stupid. This was the dumbest thing ever. Oh my gosh, I still don't understand this. But this was so stupid. After all these women just entered, they put on all their gear just for that. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I thought that was absolutely trash. And then literally, they started fighting in the ring, and then they cut to Elias. Speaking of Elias, it was Braun Strowman and Elias versus Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura. This was a pretty good match. Do not get me wrong. I thought this was pretty good. Braun Strowman freaking nailed Shinsuke Nakamura on the outside here. Elias and him were a pretty good team. I enjoyed this. I kind of called it like the team of beards here. I thought it was pretty good. In the end, Braun Strowman did hit a running power slam on Cesaro as Elias was climbing to the top rope. Tag Elias in the match. Elbow drop from the top rope. He didn't hit a drift away to win the match. Elias hit an elbow drop from the top rope. I thought that was very cool, very interesting. He got some super height, and then he did end up pinning Cesaro, and Braun Strowman and Elias did beat Shinsuke and Cesaro. I thought it was a pretty good match. I'm not sure if Braun Strowman is getting his opportunity for the Intercontinental Championship at Royal Rumble. They haven't really confirmed that at all. If he does, hopefully he does. But yeah, I'm not sure. They didn't really confirm anything, but yeah, pretty cool match over here. Moving over here, my favorite match of the night, the match that opened up the show. It was the Usos and Roman Reigns versus Bobby Roode, Dolph Ziggler, and King Corbin. This match was amazing. There was fighting going everywhere. Nearing the end of the match, it was Roman Reigns and King Corbin who would fight throughout the crowd. They would fight to the back, and then we didn't see anything else from them after that. And then it was left with the Usos, Bobby Roode, and Dolph Ziggler. We got Jey Uso over here. He takes out Dolph Ziggler on the announcer's table. Jimmy Uso's climbing to the top rope. He was injured earlier in the match. Comes back out. Top rope. Frog splash on Bobby Roode. Picks up the victory. 1, 2, 3, man. This match was just so hyped. Every time Roman Reigns comes out here on SmackDown, I don't know what it is about him, but yeah, him on SmackDown, I always just get super hyped to see Roman Reigns. It's always, I don't know. I was never like that in the past, but now that he's on SmackDown, I just get super hyped to see him every time, no matter what he does. It's so cool. But yeah, this match was amazing. Usos and Roman Reigns picked up the victory over Rude, Ziggler, and Corbin. Amazing match. Moving over here, I wouldn't really consider it a main event, but yeah, the main part of the show, the ending of the show, it was the contract signing between The Fiend and Daniel Bryan for the Royal Rumble. Make sure to check out the Royal Rumble predictions if you guys have not already. But yes, this was a contract signing. Daniel Bryan, The Fiend, pretty cool. And I was very interested. I'm like, wait, The Fiend is gonna sign a contract? Okay, so Daniel Bryan's waiting in the ring. Bray Wyatt's little Firefly Funhouse pops up on the Titantron, and he's in his normal little Bray Wyatt little thing going on, and he's just talking about his little Firefly Funhouse and everything, and Daniel Bryan's like, cut the crap. And then Bray Wyatt's like, well, you are going to be facing him this Sunday, so why doesn't... Oh, how about he comes to the ring and signs the contract? So The Fiend did appear. He did technically sign the contract. So before this, he took out Daniel Bryan, tore his shirt, threw the strap on him, whipped him with the strap, because of course there was a strap out there, because of course it's going to be a strap match of the Royal Rumble. And then the way that Bray Wyatt, or The Fiend, signed the contract is he stabbed his hand with a pen. Friggin' blood comes out of his glove. We didn't see the blood, of course, obviously not real blood, but yes, yeah, blood spews out of his hand, out of his glove, and then he wipes it on the contract, and that is sort of like a signature, I guess. So yeah, this match is gonna happen at the Royal Rumble, of course, and yeah, that was very interesting, I thought. And then The Fiend, boom, dun, disappears. Absolutely awesome. But yes, guys, I thought it was a pretty good show. Yeah, that was my favorite part of the show. Definitely the contract signing. I just thought it was super interesting. But yes, guys, that was SmackDown. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like and subscribe to the channel. If it were to rate Raw this week, I would give Raw a solid 7. And I would also give SmackDown a solid 7. I thought both shows were okay this week. Even though the Roman Reigns match was insane. Daniel Bryan moment was awesome. But yeah, all the other stuff was alright. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button yet again. Subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. Comment down below something awesome, so I know you guys made it all the way to the end of the video. And I'll see you guys next time. BrettO Live out.